What's up, guys? It's me, Prime-Force-1, aka Prime-Force for short.
And I am his co-host NickCat10. Welcome to episode 2 of our movie review series. Today we're going to be discussing about the Pixar Cars trilogy. But before that, two things. One, apologies if my mic sounds a little weird. I'm on my phone. I can't be on my computer right now due to reasons I can't get into for privacy reasons. Two, before we discuss about this, we're going to give our quick thoughts on the Wonder Pets reboot trilogy that's coming to Apple TV. Long story short, as old fans of it, it looks fucking garbage. I'm sorry, it looks
Yeah,
garbage. It looks god
it's
awful.
exactly it is.
If you
Just like
like
how
it,
we,
that's all up to you. But we just personally don't like it. And yes, we are aware there's a Yo Gabba Gabba reboot coming out too, and for the most part, it's sticking to the source. It looks
yes, it
good.
is. Yes, it is. Oh,
Looks very good.
okay. Let's start with let's okay. Let's start.
Well, let's
Let's start
first
with
discuss what Cars is. Cars is a Pixar animation movie series that started back in 2005. It stars Lightning McQueen, a up and coming race car driver whose goal is to win the Piston Cup mainly. Won the first movie, the Piston Cup. However, in the first movie and a little throughout the other movies, he kind of has a cocky attitude issue where he's like, "I don't need people. I don't need this. I don't need that. I can do this by myself." And clearly, strength is better in numbers.
yeah,
And we see him grow throughout the series and stuff. So, like when we did the Incredibles reviews, we're going to talk about each movie quickly, one at a time, and then give our overall thoughts on the series. So, since this was
yeah.
your idea, Prime, you go first. Why don't you talk about Cars 1?
Oh, Cars one, Cars one. Okay, Cars one is basically focused on a rookie hotshot piston cup racer like Lightning McQueen. In the beginning of the movie, let's just say he kind of had a cocky attitude, like Nick said. He didn't he didn't want help from his pit crew, none of that. And in the beginning of the movie, during the final lap, he didn't. With how can I say this about the whole tires thing? His tires, the back of his tires popped, and which basically led to like a three-way tie, which was basically going to take place at Los Angeles International Speedway. Unfortunately, when Queen didn't make it to California since those delinquent road hazards, Wingo, Boost, DJ, and Snot Rod basically were bug messing around with Mac, which basically opened the back of the trailer and what whoopsie doo, Queen got lost, which basically led him into a small town called Radiator Springs. Okay, Nick, I think that was my part. Nick, how about you do yours? Nick, oh my God.
Sorry, I was texting our buddies off screen while you were talking.
Okay, your
Um,
turn to do the other part of the of
Cars
do
1
your
is very good, as Prime said. I have a lot of nostalgia for the movie and stuff. The characters, especially, are very good and stuff. Some highlights include um, Lightning McQueen, obviously, his boy Mater, Sally, uh, Luigi, Doc Hudson, rest in peace to his late voice actor.
yeah. Guido as well, who's basically one of my favorite characters alongside Edna from Incredibles.
Chick Hicks, that Dynago guy.
The King,
Yeah.
and also other and many other characters included. Also, we should talk about how McQueen basically helped the people around Radiator Springs.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, he kind of did. He kind of had no choice because he messed up their road and stuff. He kind of had no choice.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a very like charming. Oh, we can't forget about our boy Mac.
Mac. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I
Mac.
like Mac. McQueen's transportation.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey Nick, can you fix the chat?
I already fixed the chat. I already did.
Good.
I
Anyways,
fixed it before
yeah,
you even joined the panel.
McQueen's transportation.
Yes, it's a very funny movie, very lighthearted.
Oh,
What's
we
another
let's
highlight?
not let's not notice of how like the town what like the town was at the end of the first movie.
The town was more lively.
Yeah, it was more lively and was back in popularity at the end of the first Cars movie.
Now we're not gonna spoil the big scenes. Obviously, if you want to see what the big moments, see for yourself. But the scene, the big impactful scenes are hit you really hard in the emotions.
Yeah, and let's not forget the fact about Doc's backstory.
Yeah, which we're not gonna spoil. Obviously, I know we kind of spoiled too much of the first the Incredibles movie, so we're learning from this. We're not gonna spoil too much of the movies we talked about before.
People know people watch the first Cars movie. Of
Yeah,
course,
but
everyone knows.
yeah,
Just
but
which
still,
is of course
overall, it
everyone
was a
knows.
very good movie, though. If I had to say, I know this could be nostalgia, but for Prime and I, this is our favorite of the trilogy. Call us old farts. Well, me and old fart at least. Call us old farts. Call us nostalgia nerds. We don't give a shit. This is a classic movie. It's clear to see why there's two sequels and bonus series after this.
Yeah.
Same cannot be
Also,
said about Cars 2, though. Same cannot be
ugh,
said about Cars 2, which we're
ugh,
going to talk about next.
Cars 2.
If you guys couldn't tell, Cars 2 to many Pixar fans and Cars fans as the weakest of the not just the trilogy but the whole series. Cars 2
Yeah.
clearly was just trying to be a cash grab and just use the Cars image for recognition. There
Yeah.
is some racing involved, but you can tell there's been a primarily focus shift in the story. From
Spy
the,
stuff.
yeah, and also Lightning McQueen is out of the picture. He's a side character. Instead, we have Maynard as the main character being a spy. There is racing with Lightning McQueen still. There is. Don't worry. But he's treated as a side character, and we barely see the racing. And when the racing is shown and it ends out of nowhere, we're expected to be act like we saw the racing the whole time. But no.
Ugh.
And some of the characters they introduced were just cringe. I mean, I like Holly in the Finn and
Finn
Missile. I
Mc,
like them,
yeah.
but like, other than that, the other characters are just forgetful. And oh my god, I hated Mater in this movie. I hated him.
Yeah, he was so annoying, bro. He was so annoying as fuck, even though I liked him in the first movie.
Okay, no offense to any parents here, but maybe parents can relate. Have you ever had that moment where your child or a child in the store was just causing trouble, even though you warned them or their parents warned them numerous times to behave and stuff? That's how Mayors is, like a disruptive child and stuff. Mayors like a disruptive child. Again, no offense to any parents, but if you've had any kids in your past, raised any kids in your past, you might can relate and stuff. Um, but yeah, like I said, no need for the spice. I mean, it was just racing and had Maynard's more of a focus along with it, it would have been fine. Maynard, it would have been
Yeah,
nice to have more. If they had to talk about Maynard's backstory, include more about what he did before we got all rusted up. Not give him like focus on a spy. Give him more origin. Show him his beginnings, how he found Raider Springs. Should have done something like that for Maynard instead.
exactly, bro.
Just overall fucking garbage. Easily the worst of this trilogy.
Yeah, years later. Yeah,
Wait,
years
Holly,
later
why don't
after.
you give your thoughts on Cars 2? I already gave mine. It's fair if you give your
Let's just
thoughts too.
say Cars 2 kind of lost my interest in the franchise. I had to like years later after Cars 2 got released, I had to step away from the franchise. Like entirely. Like I literally had to step away.
Exactly.
Yes, I collected Disney Infinity figurines of the Cars characters, mostly Lightning McQueen and Mater, not the Cars 2 characters since I don't care about them.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
I did collect some diecasts just to show some love for the franchise, but I stepped away from it. But that's when
Yeah.
until 2000 at the end like December 2016 when the
No, it
teaser
was
trailer for
2017 or
Cars
2018 Cars 3 came out.
no like it was before New Year's Eve like they showed the teaser trailer for Cars 3 got released and I literally
And everyone
saw
was
it for the
like,
first
oh
time.
no, it's going to be like Cars 2 again. But no. there was actual racing.
Yeah, racing.
And they showed that Doc Hudson was going to have more of his backstory explained. Yes, that's nice. Like I know the actor passed away, so they couldn't do anything about the second movie, but clearly they had ideas for his origin to honor him in the third movie, which he should have just done in the second movie. Like honestly, the second movie should have just had not existed. Just the third movie should have just been the second movie. Honestly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cars 3, huge improvement. Huge improvement. For starters, we're back to the racing focus. As soon as you get in, boom, big focus on the racing. Now, I know we
Yeah.
said we're not going to give too many spoilers despite these movies being old, but I will give one spoiler to talk about. One spoiler. So if you guys don't want to hear this, just skip a little forward.
If y'all
Uh,
know, if y'all know why we saw Cars 3 back in 2017, it was because of McQueen's crash. It was because
yeah,
of that.
Yeah,
It was
McQueen's
because of
crash
lightning.
hit hard.
Yeah, it hit hard for me when I first saw it. I was worried
Yeah,
of what's
you
gonna
should have heard me on
happen.
the phone. You should have heard me on the phone when I was watching with Prime last night. Like he heard how shocked I was because that was like my first time really seeing this scene like during the movie. I saw the
Like,
scene numerous times, but actually watching it and then during the movie it was emotional.
bro, bro, the crash was so brutal that he scraped all like scrapes, like the
That
parts of
paint
his
job they gave
body.
him though, that paint job they gave him though looked ugly. Like the new body
But
they gave him after that, they look ugly.
he was in primer.
Still looked ugly.
I know.
But no, let's go over the pros and cons. For the pros, this movie looks beautiful. Major upgrade in the visual department. Looks beautiful.
It does.
The water, the reflectiveness on the characters' paint and all, it's great. The music also is nice. The callbacks. Spoiler: the Grand Prix Piston Cup track that you saw at the end of Cars 1 came back.
Yeah, Motor Speedway of the South,
Chick
Los
Kids came
Angeles.
back, and he's still a
Uh,
dick, but less of a
yeah,
dick now.
bro cheated. He cheated. He
Yeah,
still has that
exactly.
doggone piston cup at the end of Cars 1.
Yeah.
He cheated. He didn't win it. He did it by cheating.
Yeah. The cons now. There's not many, but there's two at least. Two. I don't like how they were pressuring Lightning McQueen to try to retire, like make him look like a real shit car and stuff for no reason. And now the second con, which Prime might not agree with, but I'm gonna say it's my opinion. Cruz. Cruz was a hit and miss character. I'm sorry, Prime. I didn't really like Cruz that much. I did not like
Hey,
Cruz. I did not like Cruz until the very end. Until the very end, where we knew her backstory,
she
she
looked up
was
to him. She
annoying.
looked up to him. She
I
looked
know,
up
but
to him.
I'm sorry. She acted like Mater for like how he Mater did in
Okay,
Cars
don't
2.
compare her the Cars 2 Mater. Don't
Okay,
compare her to
fine.
that.
I'll tone
That's
it down
way
a little,
too far. Too far, man.
but you can tell she's one of the weaker points for the most throughout most of the movie, though.
She looked up to him.
I will say though, when she got onto the racetrack and she actually redeemed herself, she actually was enjoyable to watch. Up until then, though, I didn't want to see her at all on camera.
Why do you hate her? Oh, okay, don't
I
go
could
too
I
far.
tolerate her
Too
now.
far. Too far. Too far.
Fine, I'm
Too
sorry,
far.
Chad. I'm
Too
sorry, Chad.
far.
I'm fine. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. You're fine. Kind of, not really, but for the most part, I am. I'm just saying this so Prime doesn't kick my ass off screen. Anyway, yeah. All right. So overall, the Cars trilogy, it's a fun watch. If you got Disney Plus, you definitely check it out. Um, definitely check it out if you have Disney Plus. We might, when we have time, watch the spin-off series. Maybe.
Cars on the road. Made us tall tales.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, before
Don't unplug it. It's on rest mode. Sorry, chat.
speaking of gaming streams, that's a good segment. Before we go, just a heads
Why'd
up.
you
As
unplug it?
usual, Prime's gonna probably do a gaming stream
No,
later
put the.
tonight. But
Yes.
later tonight, Prime's gonna be doing a gaming stream. But because I have stuff to take care of later, Prime is gonna be continuing either Disney Infinity
Um,
or Skylander Superchargers.
I'm gonna try out the play sets. I'm gonna try out the
But
play
don't worry,
sets. I
chat. If he needs me, I'll be around behind the
It's
scenes
right
helping make sure
there.
if he needs me. But only if it's an emergency, though. I'll take a look at chat off screen, but I won't be on camera and stuff. So yeah. So before we go as well, and also so you're notified of the stream, if you guys like this, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads. Also, feel free to like, comment, and write down what you think we should either work on or talk about next.
Huh. Oh wow, we did a review on Pixar movies. We did a review on The Incredibles. We did a review on Cars
Yeah.
trilogy.
For now, we're gonna keep quiet for what we're gonna talk about next. We're gonna keep it a surprise. We're actually still playing that off screen, but
We don't know which Pixar movies we're gonna do a review on eventually.
the only plan that's going on for this channel right now is just the gaming stream later tonight, which is going to be the Disney Infinity, which unfortunately
But
I won't
don't
be in there, but I'll be in the chat.
also chat as we promised from before. We're gonna do a review on Arcane season 2. We've been promising you guys for weeks, but we had to watch all of both the Incredibles movies and the Cars movies.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you this, guys, now. I'm going to tell you this like this. Do not, and I repeat, do not rush us to finish Arcane. We will watch Arcane when we feel like it. We're not going to be able to watch the whole series. We want to enjoy it and take our time. When we finish it, we finished it, right, Prime?
Yeah.
Do not rush us. If you try to rush us, we will not give you the review. Don't rush. If you rush us, no review. So give us our time. Let us enjoy the show in our own time when we're available in between work and our personal lives, and we'll give you the review when we're ready. Until then, don't rush us. I know we sound like rude and stuff, but we want to enjoy the show. We didn't wait all these years for Arcane season 2 just for people to rush it for us.
We might do it. We might do a review on other movies like Transformers: Rise of the Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast. I literally saw that movie like twice, but I want to do a review on both Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast. Not the Bayverse movies. Ugh. Get those out of my face.
Anyways, I gotta eat dinner, so I'm gonna let Prime finish off the stream. Again, subscribe to the channels and ring the bell so that you know when Prime's doing his Disney Infinity stream later, and I'll be around the chat if you guys need me. Until then, we'll see you all next time. Peace out.
Bye, Nick. Anyways, I had to get going because I have to run some errands with my parents. But don't worry, when I get home, I'll do my PlayStation stream. I'll see you guys in the beat. I'll see you guys later, and till all one. Prime-Force-1 out.